Okay, so now let's look at the market on how the concept works. All right, so I would like to share just a few figures with you today. So in the US, there's a bit more than 3.6 million births on those figures were in 2021, meaning there's almost 40 million children below 10 years old, and that is our age range for our products. And a study also shows that about half of children between birth and 5 years old, so about 47.8%, are read to every day by their parents or other members of the family. So basically, nearly half of children, the parents will read them books, usually at bedtime. All right, so there also has been a study run by Technavio, you've got a link here, that shows basically the growth of the personalized books market. And we see here a huge increase. So by 2023, so by next year, this market should more than double. And so one of the key trends for this market will be the evolution of personalized storybooks. All right, so what's in it for me? So simplicity and flexibility, because we propose a license which allows you to get started easily and quickly while working from home at your own pace for a better work-life balance. And I will be showing you how a bit later on. Growing market, as we've just seen. So a growing children's publishing and personalized market with a very high demand, which is renewed by more than 615,000 births each year. Rentability, on that also I will have some detailed figures to share with you in an instant. So here you don't have royalties and no hidden cost, with profit margins by 5 and 100% on all the ebooks, activity books, educative kits as well. But that I will share the more precise figures very shortly. On expertise and training, because you will benefit from our know-how, the brand, the technology, products, really to accelerate your development. And you will not be alone, because you will get ongoing support via individual training, the training platform, webinars, and so on. All right, so I would say when you get started, there are 3 steps. The step number 1 is to reconnect to your inner child. So here, we will help you to launch your activity quickly and easily with a meaningful and inspiring activity in children's learning. On that, will allow you to touch lives of thousands of children and give them the taste of reading and learning in a playful way. Step 2, you will be at the heart of your story. So here you will get started in a matter of days, and you will be able to develop your activity from anywhere on any time to achieve better work-life balance. You will benefit from our know-how and the power of the network on our 10 years experience. And we will provide you with everything you need to get started, which will save you all the hassle of entrepreneurship. And here you will have a real impact on time, money, and energy. So to achieve that, you will get access to the full range of award-winning products. And we saw previously there's more than 100 references available in varied format, download, physical. You will also have the simple and intuitive softwares to personalize the stories in less than 5 minutes. You will have as well your very own performance e-commerce website, and we'll teach you how to manage it. On that, even if you don't have any experience, if you've never developed a website before, we'll teach you how to do it over the months and the years to come. And you will get also the source file for the marketing tools so that you can develop your marketing and sales strategy to boost your sales and make happy customers. And you will be accompanied throughout your project, as I mentioned early on. And the last phase is that you will become the superhero of your story. So now you've launched. In this phase, you will put your feet on the accelerator, because we will help you to appropriate the commercial power of the brand and to master powerful acquisition tools, and above all, to automate your processes so that you can develop and accelerate your development. You will, for that, benefit from an economy of scale to avoid excess inventory and see a very efficient cash flow thanks to the stock available in a single click. And for that, you don't have minimal quantity to order. And also, I will show you that a bit later on. Okay, so in this phase, you will be able to improve your performance on a daily basis to grow and thrive. All right, so let's go in more details on the training and development. So here you will benefit for individual training. That could be at the beginning or throughout your activity. You will have access to the e-learning platform. So here you've got a lot of information. We've got tuto, video, marketing tools, replay of all the webinars, and that is updated very regularly. So that's a great source of learning and information. You will have access to the work group if you wish. So for instance, when we develop new products, you can join those groups, and then you can participate to the development of each stage of the launch and the development of a new product. You will have access to practical guides, so how to sell at fairs, how to develop this or that. So a lot of practical guides. And also you will have access to all the webinars. If you cannot attend, they will be available on the e-learning space as replay. On the webinars, we cover different subjects, could be related to new product launch, could be on developing your digital strategy, launching newsletters, attending fairs, optimize your presence on fairs, and so on. And we've got once a month some more open agenda where you can exchange with other distributors on whatever subject you are interested in. So it's a very varied and pluridisciplinary training and development, and that is throughout your activities, so at any time, any step of the development of your business. The turnkey website I was mentioning early on. So basically, it's a turnkey website, so absolutely ready to use. The only thing you have to do is to buy your domain name and your hosting. So for that, we just email you a link. It costs £1, about £1 a month, so really cheap. And that allows you to have your website. You own it. It's your very own website. And the other thing you have to do is to integrate your payment method, because that we can't do it for you because it's confidential. It takes 2 minutes to do. And if you're a bit frightened the first time, we can do it together during the training. So for that, you've got direct access to your back office, and we provide you with the training, so online and individual training, so that you learn how to manage your site over the months and the years to come. Because when we provide your website, you don't have anything to do, it's up and running. But you probably will want over the months and the years to work on your SEO, so it's search engine optimization. You might want to add new products, you might want to add blogs or whatever. So we'll teach you how to do that very easily. In terms of your setup, so it's a very easy and fast setup, because once you've ordered, so the first thing is that you order your pack and options, and I will be showing you those in a moment. Once you've ordered, you will receive your logins, so you will be able to have access to the software on the e-learning platform. If you want help to install the software, there are videos, it's pretty quick and simple, but if you prefer to do it together the first time, we can do it. And then you book your time for your initial training. So you choose it. It could be from the G+1 or later on. That is very much up to you. And once you've had your training, you are ready to go. And you will also receive your website, and if you've ordered extra stock, you will receive them between 3 to 5 working days. So as on average, within 5 days, you are ready to go. About reorders. So once you need to order some stock, you can do it at any time. So there's no minimal quantities per order. All is included, so you don't have royalties. And reorders are sent within 48 hours. So 48 hours is for the books. For the music albums on DVDs, it's much quicker because we just exchange codes, so that can be done quasi straight on. We've got also promotional offers throughout the year. And you've got high profit margins, and I will be sharing some precise figures shortly. In terms of where you can sell, so basically there are many ways you can promote your products, and for that you very much can do it according to your competencies, your availability, your preferences, because there are so many that you really can develop your very own strategy. So it's very custom made, and we are here as well to help you if you need. So here I've put some of the most classical examples. So it could be preschool, schools, word of mouth. Obviously, when you first get started, that's a very powerful one. You also, if you are interested, you can do consumer shows, mall cards, school fundraising, festival, fairs. Website, obviously, is a big one. Social networks, consumer shows, stores and boutiques. So here you can do, for instance, partnership with boutiques. And also partnership could be with bloggers, could be as well with door-to-door training. I will speak about it in a moment, but there are many partnerships and you can build your own teams as well. On the occasions to sell the products are very varied, and that's a big strength of the products because there's no real seasonality. So like in the toy industry where it's mainly Christmas, for the LearnyKids product range, you can sell really throughout the year because they make great present and keepsakes. They are also very much used as learning aids, used as birthday gifts, baby showers, christening, Christmas, spontaneous presents. Basically, there are so many occasions. All right, so now let's have a look at figures in more details on how that will impact your return on investment on benefits. All right, so here I've got some figures to share with you. I'm aware that the document is a bit small, but basically here I wanted to explain you how it works. So here on the left, you've got the products and the price that will depend on the quantity you order. So here you've got the price in US dollars. Here you've got the recommended retail price. So for that, we do regular market research so that we can advise you on the best RRP. Here you've got the cost of production. So you see here that for the books, it's really low because the pages, as I explained earlier on, the pages are provided on the cover are already pre-printed in color, and you just add the black and white personalized text. So here you've got 10 cents. And you've got the same for all the products. So for the music albums and cartoons, it's about $1 if you sell the physical version, and that is the cost for the physical CD and the box. Here you've got the net margins for each product. On here in the color, you've got the average margin. So what you can see here is that you've got a markup between 180% to 880%. So that's an average of 320%. And it goes from $8 to $74. And obviously, you also have got the unlimited ebook on activity book downloads. On here, the margin is a 100% margin for you. And during training, as I mentioned quickly early on, we advise you as well on how to leverage those resources. All right, So if we go a bit further with this analysis, so we look at the sales forecast. So I've got some example of potential turnover to share with you. So if we base it on internet sales, so sales via your website, if we base it on 50 items per month, so it's a bit less than 2 items per day. Okay, let me explain you the calculation. So here we took an average basket of $20. Actually, $20, it's really low. Normally, it's more around $25, but I just wanted to give a conservative approach. You multiply that by 50, so you will generate 1,000. From that, you deduct the price of the stock, meaning you will have a net profit of $725. So if you sell 50 items per month via your website, on the calculation is the same. So if you do direct sales, so here we take the basis of 100 items per month, average basket, which is usually a bit higher at $25. We do the same calculation. So if you sell 100 items, you will generate $1,950. Another example here is for fairs on market. Here I took a really low figure of 50 items per event. Obviously, the number of items will depend on the size of the event you are attending. We do the same calculation, average basket of $30. You deduct that the price of the stock, but also here the only difference is that you also deduct the cost of the event. Here we took a very expensive one at $500 the day, which is usually it's much lower, but again we wanted a conservative approach. So if you sell 50 items during an event, you will generate $725. That's okay so far? I've got some few more examples. Okay, so for example, if you sell word of mouth and you base it on 50 items per month, so you see here we took on even lower average basket, because if it's word of mouth, you might want to give them even more discount. You deduct the stock, so meaning 50 items, you will generate $187. He also wanted to speak in more details about customer loyalty, because that's a real strength of the product. Fidelization is really high, at about 85%. And what we've seen so far across the world is that those customers will come back at least twice a year. So if you've got a base of 100 customers, so here we took an average basket of $25. So with a base of fidelization of 100 customers, you will generate around $3,315. And if you increase it to 300 customers, you will be reaching nearly $10,000. And also here during training, we tell you a lot more about how to fidelize your customers using mainly the digital strategy. If on the maybe a last example, if you do door-to-door sales, so here I would say if you've never done it, don't do it, but you can do partnership. So let's say if you or the person you've got a partnership with are selling 20 items per session, you do the same calculation, you deduct the discount they will be giving them, so you should generate $441. All right, so that's just to give you an insight about how much money you could generate with the activity. We can look at things in a different way. So here, it's more looking at how much money will I earn. On here, we've done a calculation based on the average of all products. So basically, if you say, I want to earn $500, it means, as on average of all those products, you've got to sell 20 items. If you want to earn $1,000, it will be 44 items, and so on. So if you want to earn $3,000, you will have to sell 130 items. Obviously, this figure can vary if you say, oh, I want to promote a lot more the academy, or I want to promote a lot more the DVDs or the books. So here the calculation is based on the average of all products. So in short, with a LearnyKids license, you will be saving time and you will have an easy way to get started. You will be able to access to new opportunities, whatever your career path is, because we'll train you and we'll help you to develop your skills. You will be able to be your own boss and to work where you want and when you want. It could be full-time, it could be part-time. So you have the flexibility to organize your time and your strategy as you wish. So you will have a turnkey solution, so you don't have to start from scratch. And what we've seen over the last 5 years is that the setup time is really short, and within few days, all our distributors are ready and start selling products. Also, you will have an assistance so that you never feel alone. And this assistance is throughout your activity. So obviously at the beginning to get the initial training, but later on via the webinars, via the e-learning space, and so on. And a win-win partnership, because our objective is really to have very successful distributors, and that's why we've invested so much over the years into training and development. Okay. So here I've got few testimonials of distributors. So I'm not going to read them because you can find them on LearnyKids. You go to the testimonies section. And when you do that, you will see that they all come from different backgrounds, doing full-time, part-time, on all, I would say, a different level of experience. And because diversity is very important to us. So now I've got some video testimonials. So if you want, we'll start with Steve, and then we'll listen to Katie.
Hi, my name's Steve. Why did I join My World and I? Well, it was a bit of an accident, to be honest with you. I didn't know about them, I hadn't heard about them, and I was searching for a franchise opportunity, and I saw one of their videos which raised my curiosity. So I started to do a little bit more research, and the more I learned and the more I was convinced that this was the right activity for me. And I can tell you, I have not been disappointed by my decision. I sell at fairs, shops, and through various partnerships, and I'm now looking a bit more into the web, although this is a new area for me, so I'm going to have to do a little bit more research. I keep selling more and more each month as well, and there are great profit margins. What I like most is that I can do all of the preparation work from home with just my computer. The stock doesn't take up much space. In fact, it all fits in a cupboard, so my wife is very happy as well. The products are easy and fast to personalize, so I can concentrate on the commercial side of the business. It really is a great activity, a market where there is great demand as well, so I'm confident I will keep selling more and more. It certainly gets a thumbs up from me.
Hi there. So I just wanted to thank My World and I for helping me to set up my booming business. The products sell really well, they're very innovative and very creative. My customers keep coming back to me and thanking me, so I just wanted to say thanks a lot. And you know, it's been really nice to be able to have a little bit more freedom and time without a boss to just kind of work by myself from home at times. And it's also great that this opportunity has enabled me to combine my passion for books and children. So I just want to say thanks again.
Okay, great. So let's move on. So does the adventure tempt you? All right, so if you've got any questions, you can go to the website learnykids.academy. And from the site, you can book an appointment, or you can go directly to this URL, learnykids.fr/US/free session, so that you can book an appointment with an advisor, could be over the phone or via a Zoom conference as well. Okay, so at the beginning of the webinar, I was telling you about gifts for all participants. So if you want to receive a book, a CD, or a DVD as a download, you can email us at hello@learnykids.fr. And you just need to email us. So for the music album, we need the first name. For the DVDs, we need a color picture of the child with his name or her name. And for the books, we need a bit more information, including first name, surname, date of birth, a friend, and so on. But if you email us at hello@learnykids.fr, we will confirm you, so you can mention which sample you are interested in, and we will email you the information we need to personalize the sample. So thank you very much all for listening. So if you have questions, you can contact us via email, over the phone, and also via the online chat on the website learnykids.academy. Thank you very much for listening.